Hey Facebook friends, Kaylin McBee here with Healthy Living with Kaylin McBee and McBee Well. Welcome back to 3 Minute Thursday. Susie and her team up in Simsbury had asked what are some good stretches or things that they can do to feel good when they're at their desks working. So thanks for the question, and here's some suggestions. The first is going to be posture. And so as you're sitting at your desk, most people sit in that sort of hunched position. A couple of tips on how to get your posture in a better position. Number one thing is actually not in your shoulders. So doing this all day isn't going to make it any different. But what can make a difference is shifting how your pelvis sits. So most people sit on the cheeks of their bums, if you will. So on the backs of their glutes. And what that does is it actually tilts your pelvis forward, so you're almost sitting on your tailbone. So that causes a C in your back, and it's very difficult to get that out. Best and easiest solution, come off of the cheeks and come on to what feels like you're sitting on the backs of your legs. And even sometimes you might have to kind of move the meat of your butt to the back. So now your pelvis has tilted the other direction, and naturally your shoulders are in a more upright position. So that's the first and most important tip that I can give. Another couple of tips for feeling good when you're at your desk is to shift some of the things that you're using, some of the tools that you have. So number one, if you use a lot of phone time, make sure that you're not cradling the phone on your ear. Either use a headset, or if you're in an office with a closed door, then you can use speakerphone. Another thing is your keyboard. Instead of having a keyboard that has the letters straight across, I call it a split keyboard or a butterfly board, whereas instead of it keeping your wrist at this angle, it actually allows your wrist to keep a straight angle, which is very helpful for arm and hand pain. And then there was a couple other suggestions for stretches. So the first is going to be for your arms and hands. So you're going to pull your wrist back this way, you're going to pull your wrist forward, and you can hold those stretches for about 10 or 15 seconds on each arm. The next is going to be goalpost arms. So putting your arms up like this and pulling back. That both stretches out the front and strengthens the muscles in your back, so those can be helpful also. And then finally, the last piece is, if you have this option, getting a stand-up desk is also another really good way to help vary your postures during the day. So again, forearm stretches, goalpost arm stretches where you're pulling back and stretching the front and strengthening the back, and doing that pelvic tilt so that you're not like this, but you are like this. So hopefully that's helpful. Susie, thanks again for the question. And if you have any more, please put them in the comments below. This is Kaylin McBee with Healthy Living with Kaylin McBee and McBee Well.